EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the players, TPC Sawgrass, live third-round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader, a man who's won here in Florida on the PGA Tour, Sungjae Im. He's currently at 8 under. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, definitely in contention, just one shot back at the start of play. And that should be just fine. Good drive there to get the Saturday round underway. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
Nota Begay is on the ground for us at the first green.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
That one just going to sneak on by. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he's going to remain one shot off the pace. We move now to the 532-yard par 5 second here at TPC Sawgrass. Reachable into if you can drive the ball accurately. Dense trees flanking both sides of the fairway, and beware of that lateral water hazard on the right. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. All right, that's a good shot from there. Home and 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green. Wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the fringe. And an outside chance at making an eagle here. this from about 10 feet. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And that's going to move him into red figures for the round and 8 under for the tournament. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass, relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Okay, safely aboard. Nicely done. Things looking good early. That's birdies at 2 and 3. And he's got it to 2 under for the round, 9 under now for the tournament. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Just under 80 yards to go now as he'll decide how to flight his second. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple two-shotter.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. From the fairway Nota, this his second.
He's got 146 yards to the front, 157 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at -9. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very few people hit driver here.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. An outside look here for birdie. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but if you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right, there's 3 pot bunkers there. And of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's a canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention. Well, that is straighter than straight.
Now Nota his second from the fairway.
145 yards left. Pin is in the back right corner of this green.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
11 feet away. got it there, but not quite on target. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. But this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole.
And an awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain right where he is. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
Two shots around this green is always good. Now, for a little CVS, perhaps a third shot on this par 5, get one close, maybe make 4.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
That needed to be just a little firmer going up the hill, but still a pretty good shot.
I know he didn't want to leave it downhill for par, but the great, legendary Hubert Green once said 99% of shots left short do not go in.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that's going to make this a 2 under 34 for the front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dogleg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. that was flirting with disaster the whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Being in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know. Might even sneak a birdie.
Now this, for birdie at 10.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par.
Let's go to the 11th. Now, it's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand down the left side that sometimes the longer hitters can get close to with the tee shot, but really it's the second shot. If you can reach this par 5 and 2, it's a very narrow green. The layup, well, it's actually an awkward layup, Rich, because you've got to push that ball to the left side, almost like a zigzag approach.
This up the right side off the tee.
Impressive to get the power on that second shot into the par 5 and comfortably get it up here by the green. I know it's in that green side bunker, but that is very doable.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
Just 5 feet left.
Yes, good start to this backside. Back-to-back birdies here at 10 and 11. And he'll move to 11 under par.
Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
Oh, this is going to be way down there.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. Yeah, you see so many of these long putts like that come up short. It's just hard mentally to hit the ball much firmer. 7 feet now for birdie. Oh, how about the run here? That a third consecutive birdie. And he gets it to 12 under par. We now come to the 13th. Penalty area down the left side, protecting his beautiful 181-yard par 3. And 2 small but deep maintained bunkers guarding a 3-tiered green. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll remain at minus 12. 14, 481 yards is a stout hole. This one absolutely requires every ounce of your attention if you're going to get out of here with a 4. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Fine challenging approach shot here at the 14th.
Yeah, there's some subtle mounds in this green. One that comes in on the right, and then another one that starts to come in about 2/3 of the way down on that left side. No, excellent shot. I love it when it's the right distance. This one just a little to the right. Nothing wrong with that.
Now this for another birdie. The pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, It's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on this green, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. So a breeze at his back as he readies his second to the par 4. This one's looking good.
Well, no surprise. We've already seen some great iron shots this week, but that is another one.
The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15, and he's got it to 14 under par. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass. Par 5 at 523 yards. You think back, some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
In the fairway, shouldn't be more than 200 yards to the flagstick.
Couldn't quite hold the green there, but still a very good shot to get home in too. So an ideal spot right here, just off the green, a makeable chance at eagle. Chance now for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. He moves to 15 under. Well, there's a moment every year, unlike any in golf. At 17, the shot is struck, and for a few nervous seconds, the ball, and oftentimes all your hopes, hanging suspended in midair, wet or dry, victory or catastrophe. Sometimes it's that simple at 17.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Oh yeah, beautifully judged right there. This hole has brought so many to their knees, but that is about as well as you hit a tee shot here at 17. Finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17 to 16 under par. People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for his second.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Oh my, that singes the right edge, but doesn't go down. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par. That's going to be a third-round score of 63. Very, very good. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich. Long enough, straight enough, and making the odd putt here and there, and it just adds up to a commanding lead.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.